There are 8 points between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton heading into the final 2 races. Things are tight and things are exciting. So let's have a look at who the momentum is with and who I think will win the championship. But first, let us know in the comments who you think will take the Drivers' Championship and why. Both Hamilton and Verstappen are driving incredibly well. The stats speak for themselves. 12 times this year they've been 1-2. They've both destroyed their teammates. Verstappen's 9 wins to Perez's 1 and Hamilton's 6 wins to Bottas's 1. In fact, the only times they've not been 1-2, either or both had retired, had penalties, or there's been something usual going on. In Monaco, Hamilton was a bit steady. Azerbaijan, Verstappen got a puncture. In Austria, Hamilton had some floor damage, and at Silverstone they both absolutely sent it, and we all know what happened there. In Hungary, Max was taken out by Bottas and Lewis was on Inters all by himself. Spa wasn't really a race. At Monza, Verstappen absolutely sent it again and tried to squash Hamilton, and at Turkey, Hamilton had a 10-place grid penalty. We've seen some very hard racing this season between the two, and I think this goes down as a classic year, no matter whose side you sit on. For the independent fan, it's been incredible. So first, let's start with who has the best car going into the last races. There have been moments this year where both cars have had the advantage. It's been pretty surprising too, with the Red Bull performing at circuits where the Mercedes was expected to be quick and vice versa. But we have Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi remaining. Which car will be faster at which circuit? Well, with the cars seemingly still being developed, it's really tough to call. The long corners of Jeddah could likely favour the Mercedes. As I outlined in our last F1 video, the Merc has a great front end on it, making it turn in well and maintain good balance through the longer corners. However, it's not so hot on traction out of hairpins. On the other side, the Red Bull can sometimes pick up understeer in the longer corners, but it has a great rear end. However, Jeddah is a new circuit, so the teams have no data and not much time to find out what's going to work, car setup wise, at the track. Then on to Abu Dhabi, where the teams have been many times before, but this year the circuit has been changed. There have been 3 changes, with the biggest one being the removal of the first chicane and the adaptation of the following hairpin. This is all in an effort to improve overtaking, and let's hope that that works. Even with these changes, I'd still say that Abu Dhabi is probably more of a Red Bull track, but with the new changes, it's very hard to predict. So which of the 2 drivers is going to perform better in the final 2 races? Well, let's start with Verstappen. It's fair to say that Verstappen has had an incredible season, and even though this is his first proper title fight, his mental strength has been impressive. He's won more races than Hamilton, and typically the days where he underperforms have still been better than Hamilton's bad days. Verstappen's not finished lower than 2nd place in any of the normal Grand Prix. That's discounting Azerbaijan, Silverstone, Monza and Hungary. And that consistency at such a high level is incredible. That's how you win championships. Even on the occasion when Hamilton has been quicker and beaten him, he still limited the damage and not let Hamilton claw too much back. You have to respect Verstappen's cool head, even if you think he's overly aggressive in the car. He's fighting for his first World Championship against the most successful driver ever, who's also in a great car. Verstappen's core belief and confidence at 24 years old shows what a quality competitor he is. On the other side, Hamilton is making it count when it matters. Granted, he's made a few mistakes earlier in the season, a bit of a dodgy weekend in Monaco and the brake magic incident in Azerbaijan as a few examples. But honestly, these are small issues in what has been a great season for Hamilton. To mention a couple, his drives in Brazil and Qatar were outstanding. And as I said before, he's making it count now in the most important part of the season. He's arguably in the form of his career. So with the huge pressure, will either of them make a mistake? Verstappen's view on the pressure and it being the end of the season is as calm as it gets, with him saying, "Of course, I know that's happening and I still feel the same about it. I'm pretty relaxed about it all and I'm just looking forward to racing every single weekend and trying to score a lot of points every weekend. I know in the back of my mind that we are approaching the end and there are only a few races left, but the feeling inside my body is the same. And we often hear drivers talking about taking it race by race and not worrying about the championship at the end of each season. And usually I don't believe them, but with Verstappen, I actually do. He genuinely seems to be calm, in the moment, almost unflappable. And we've seen the same from Hamilton too, absorbing pressure, taking it race by race. And don't forget, he's been in similar positions to this many times in his career. And while he may not have dealt with it quite as well in the past, this is Hamilton now, with almost 15 seasons of experience behind him. So who is going to be champion? What are my predictions? Okay, so I think Hamilton will win in Jeddah. Verstappen P2, with Bottas or Perez taking the fastest lap. That will put the two a single point apart going into Abu Dhabi. And I really feel the cars will be evenly matched in Yas Marina. Although, to be honest, it's anyone's guess, given the circuit changes. I keep on thinking that Verstappen will take the championship. However, I have this gut feeling that it's going to be Hamilton. In all honesty, it's impossible for anyone to guess, but for us as fans, it's going to be an absolute privilege to watch. By the way, we're going to be running a Q&A and watch along on our new Discord channel for the final race of the season. If you want to join us, find the link in the description and the pinned comment. Thanks for watching to the end. I asked those who weren't subscribed last time to sub, and many of you did, so thank you very much. If you haven't yet, please do so you're shown these videos when we release them. Cheers, and I'll catch you in the next one.